Jenny's dancing. Let me start this guy here. I'm going to start our audio recording. It's always such a smooth start to the live
Best
stream.
Intros in the biz.
Business. Almost there. Okay, cool. Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're here to discuss week 3
Yep.
of season 5 of Bachelor in
I was
Paradise.
not dancing because the episodes were enjoyable. I was dancing because I just ate a donut.
Maybe a little bit better this week, though, with the donuts, by the way, delicious.
Oh my God,
Thank you
so
for
good.
introducing me.
You guys
Yeah.
always go to local bakeries.
Yeah, how's it going? Do you want to give this one a shout out?
Busy Bee Bakery in Downers Grove.
Really good.
Yeah.
I
I was in there one day with my sister a few weeks ago, and okay, so like, you should still go to Busy Bee. They're amazing, and the taste is just like whoosh. But somebody was picking up a unicorn cake, and mine looked way better.
Oh, of course,
and so
I'm
it
sure.
made me sad.
cakes may not be their strong suit, but
And like the flavor is good. It's just like I feel like they don't have like a hip person doing the decorating.
okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. You're very hip.
I'm super hip, you guys. If it's on Pinterest, I can make it.
Well, perfect opportunity to talk about our sponsors at Jenny Cakes Chai. One cakes.
It's me for cakes and cupcakes. I made some for our draft party Sunday.
They look good.
They were good.
Yeah, they look delicious. And then at that trainer Tommy
For
on
that
Instagram,
guy.
if you want some training advice. Yeah.
He's a good trainer.
Just had a post about my squats.
Yes.
My
I
butt is
didn't
on
know you
there.
had a birth defect.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, my hips were born misaligned. Yeah, so my squat form, in order for me to get to 90 degrees, it's very hard. So I have to do a lot of hip openers before, and I really can't get down to 90. But that's okay. I still activate. So yeah, you can go there.
Yeah. Check out his personal Instagram at tommy.rock to see views of that little peach
Yeah, and then,
talking about his butt.
yeah, and then if you ever want to nominate me for the Bachelorette, we're in that process now.
Yep. Going hard.
And then we, of course, have an Instagram that I forgot to post from last week, but it's at Take This Rose Podcast. Work's been busy, guys, okay? Like, I have a real job that actually has to pay bills.
I don't.
We've got, well, you're a full-time mom. We've got a Twitter at Take This Rose. We haven't been tweeting.
Well, because so if anyone's new here, during the regular seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, we watch it together. We, preview good lines for the pod. We tweet sometimes. Mostly we eat.
Yeah.
But during Bachelor in Paradise, it's too much. We can't watch it together.
Right.
Also because of his schedule.
Yeah, so
I'm free all the time.
So that's why we're not tweeting. We're on Facebook. Just look up Take This Rose. YouTube, of course. Subscribe, review. iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review.
Yep.
But,
If you're listening to us on iTunes, 1, thank you for continuing to listen. And 2, you're really missing out on my facial expressions.
YouTube is where it's at. And then we have an email. We have a mailbag.
Yay! Oh, we didn't get an email.
We did.
Oh, yay!
Take This Rose Podcast at gmail.com. We take all sorts of emails, compliments,
Yep.
insults. If you want advice or thoughts on the show. So we got an email from our buddy Peyton.
Peyton?
I don't know if it's a man or a woman, so buddy's pretty non-gender specific.
Yep.
So you're gonna.
Hey, Jenny and Tommy. I found your podcast over the summer after watching your recap of Ari's finale, and I have since listened to every episode despite only seeing a couple of seasons. You guys are hilarious and actually make me laugh with you. I had a long flight, over 10 hours. Ooh, that is very long.
That's a tough one.
Recently, and your podcast helped make the flight super enjoyable. You're welcome.
That's great.
Even though you both aren't directly in the comedy business anymore, I was just wondering if doing the podcast has fulfilled your performer or entertainment bug. Also, why do you think virgins often get a bad reputation on The Bachelor? I.e. Colton, Ashley I, Becca T. Is being a virgin that bad? Anyway, this email is probably too long. It's not. And I don't want to bother you, so thanks for reading this email and doing your podcast. I really enjoy Take This Rose and your humor. Thanks again, Peyton.
Well, thank you, Peyton.
That's a lovely email.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
So, does doing the podcast fulfill your performer or entertainment bug?
I would actually say yes. That I'm pretty satisfied doing it.
Yep.
Just because it's nice to like go somewhere and try and be funny for a little bit, which I don't really get to do anymore. But like,
Is that funny during your training sessions? You don't lighten the mood?
I try to, but I don't know. But then I would say that, like, improv, I was always terrified to go on stage.
Improv was my least favorite part of Second City. Like, I liked it in the classroom setting and to build a sketch.
Yeah.
But, like, just improv as a performance art itself was really hard for me, too.
Yeah.
I felt so much pressure.
I agree. And then I didn't enjoy sketch particularly either. Like, I enjoyed... There's something really satisfying walking off stage on improv or sketch where you feel like you've done something. Like, obviously, like, you can speak to it for mostly ladies. Wasn't it awesome every time?
Yes.
Yeah.
It really was.
But this is super enjoyable. Like, I actually look forward to doing this.
I know, me too.
Yeah. So it's actually fun to do.
Yeah. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be doing it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Because, again, not paid.
Right. Not yet.
Not paid.
Not yet.
We're looking at you, NPR.
You could order some cakes.
So for me, I feel like it is satisfying. But I mostly want to be a TV writer, so that itch is still there, and I work on it sometimes. So
I have no more entertaining itch. It's been scratched.
It's done.
It honestly, it didn't even get scratched. It just went away. Just subsided.
Well, you found another passion.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Fitness.
And why do you think virgins often get a bad reputation on The Bachelor? Because of society. Well, generally.
So, like, I don't... Like, Becca from...
Becca T.
No. Yeah, Becca T. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I never minded that she was a virgin. And if that's like
I feel like they didn't emphasize it as much.
No. Right. She was really cool about it.
She was on a previous season, right? I only saw her on Ben Higgins' season.
Right. Yeah, she was on Chris Soule's season.
Yeah.
I feel like she wasn't like pimping it out, right? And then also if there's a reason behind it, like I may not necessarily see the world the way these people see it, but like if it's religious reasons, I respect that. Sure, that's a lifestyle choice that it's not harming anybody. Sure, that's something that they want to do. They want to save themselves for marriage.
And like I understand waiting for the right person. It just surprises me that you haven't found a right enough person yet. Right. I feel like that's more of the thing. It's just like surprising.
And then like Ashley her thing was like she thought it was so alluring. Like that some guy really wanted to be the first. Like if you saw her behavior, you realize if you were the first, you were going to get murdered.
I feel like once guys are no longer a teenager, that allure is gone.
Yeah, very much so. So you're telling me you have no idea what you're doing? None. Great.
And like,
great.
It goes the other way too. That would not be appealing for me either.
Right, that's the thing for Colton.
It's like even worse.
Yeah.
Because once the guy is done, it's done.
Yeah, right.
So that'd be like, great, 3 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
The thing about Colton is I just don't believe it. Or at least I didn't when he first said it. I don't know.
It's like, no, you are too attractive.
Yeah.
He's too attractive.
Yeah. Have I ever told you that, like, after a show at Second City, there was a girl there who was in the cast as a show that I wrote. She was in the cast, and she really wanted to...
Have sex with you?
Yes. And talk about intimate details. No. Intimate details about my sex life in front of... Because I still am a straight male. I have something to prove. So I had sex with her on the spot, right?
In front of everyone. Hi, Tommy's parents.
Yeah, but harassment, sometimes it goes both ways, guys.
It does. Yeah. Women can be harassers, too.
Yeah, she was really
Women can be anything they want to be.
She was awful. Never going to see her again, so I don't really care.
We won't go through my list of harassment.
No, of course not. I'm sure it's much lengthier than mine.
Too long.
Okay, so this week... Way back on Monday night.
All right, we have to talk about the show.
Yeah. So, hey, Bella, One Mine, and Dory. So, we started with the Chris drama, right? So
only Jenny can make being a sexual predator an empowering thing.
Yeah, right. Good for you, Jenny. It's a notch on your belt.
Yep.
So we started with this Chris drama because Chris had made out with Crystal the night before, even though he just told Tia, "I'm here for you." She's like, whatever. We need to talk. I reckon we do. So
her accent is ridiculous. Can I say, though, She hasn't really been wearing any makeup.
She's pretty.
And yeah.
She's really pretty.
She's got like some cute little freckles. I love it. She's like only wearing mascara.
She's way prettier than Raven.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was made very apparent in last night's episode.
Yeah,
I was like, sweet Jesus, Raven, could you be wearing any more eyeshadow?
Yeah, right.
Also, why do you keep dyeing your hair black?
I've said it before, but the Simpsons makeup shotgun where you're in a hurry, so you just load it and they shoot it on you. That's what she looked like. Okay, so
much.
Then they shot to Crystal, and she was pretty wasted, and she's like, here's my thoughts on the situation.
Her holding that margarita glass was like one of my favorite things. Just like,
I'm starting to like Crystal.
I know,
yeah. I think that sometimes what happens is the Bachelor or Bachelorette, by the way, you can still nominate me, is such an intense situation that people like crack. And they go in with a certain game plan.
Oh, yeah.
And then like things don't go according to their plan. Mm-hmm. And like it's just too much pressure. And they come across terribly.
Yes.
And then that's how the Bachelor in Paradise becomes kind of a redeeming.
Well, and I bet they're also more prone to being like egged on by their producers.
Sure.
On the Bachelor and Bachelorette because it's like their first time in this experience.
Right.
And by BIP, they've all been through the ringer.
Right. I think
and they're like, here's what I'm going to do differently.
Yeah. So, as soon as this happens, Tia, she's all about Colton again. So...
Not really again. It's still.
Yeah, still. Whatever. She was saying that she wasn't about him. I don't care what it is.
She was lying.
She was lying. Then Jaqueline arrived. Guess who she liked? Colton.
I was like, what?
Jacqueline. She arrived. Remember her
Aaron.
From
That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah,
that's
right, yeah. Balake. Remember her from Ari's season? She like I don't really remember
You know what I remember her from?
The shopping. Oh yeah. She kept doing that.
Her hair is perpetually like this.
Yeah.
The only person I approve of that of is my friend Ashton.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Ashton, what's up? So Jacqueline arrived, and she was really into Colton. Of course, this ruffled Tia's feathers.
So ruffled. Lucy does that a lot.
Yeah. That's my horse sound. That's a good one.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah. So Tia was upset, but Colton turned her down.
Yep.
Said, no, I'm not going. But then he was thinking about leaving. No. So then he was thinking about leaving. Then we shot over to Annalise. Annalise is just scrounging around for a rose.
Trying hard, girl.
The men have the roses, and she just needs one because she just wants to stay and increase her social media influence status.
Don't we all?
So she likes Kenny. She's struck up a connection with Kenny. Once again, nobody likes Kenny.
And you know what was weird? Everybody made out with Kenny.
Yeah. So then...
Everyone.
Annalise is talking about how much she likes Kenny. So Jacqueline, of course, asked him out. Mm-hmm. Then there was John. John is in a little bit of a love triangle.
Yes.
With Caroline and Jubilee. Mm-hmm. He just kept making out like crazy.
Yep.
I think
Hey, take it while you can get it, John.
This is a pretty easy choice, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, not only is it an easy choice, but like it was really obvious that he and Jubilee had way better chemistry.
Oh, yeah. So obvious, right? Yeah.
And it was like, I think I said this last week, Caroline kept saying like how John is totally not the kind of guy that she normally goes for. And Jubilee walked in and she's like, John. Yeah. I like John. I want John. Give me that nerd.
That's something I really...
And she was all about it.
I really like about Jubilee is like the first time she was on Paradise, she came in looking for Jared. Mm-hmm. It didn't work out because Ashley I is a fucking psycho. Oh my God. And Jubilee,
yeah,
she didn't...
Ashley I and Jared are any kind of example, Tia and Colton are going to get married.
Yeah. So, but Jubilee did not like scrounge around for a rose. She's like, okay, cool. I'm just going to stay here until the rose ceremony.
Yep.
Yeah. So John kept making out with both of them though.
Oh, yeah.
Then I wrote down Chris and Crystal. Their connection seems to be forming. I don't know. He's not an attractive man.
No.
And she is.
There's
an attractive
something
woman.
wrong with his hairline. And it's driving me insane.
So he like slicks it back, but then there's like a line.
He's got like slicked down baby hairs.
Yeah.
It's weird.
He's just an ugly guy.
I don't get it.
He's an ugly person.
Yeah. So he basically like ignored Crystal like all day.
Did he? Is that what happened?
It seemed like it.
Oh, I don't remember.
It seemed like in the morning after the shit went down with Tia, he and Crystal like weren't really talking that much, and then because she was talking to Kevin, I think.
But they're just friends.
Yeah, but I mean, she was talking to Kevin about like how she like didn't really know what was going on, and he was kind of being a dick, and then he just kind of like sidled up there, and it was like, oh, I guess we're together now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then Colton chose Tia. He decided, hey, let's make this happen. Because he knows that he's just going to look terrible if he doesn't.
Yeah.
He should have just left.
He really should have. And like, I don't know if maybe he was like, there are a couple of possibilities. He may have actually gotten closure with Becca. Like maybe.
He was saying that because he didn't want to be with Tia.
I don't know. That crying seemed really real.
Because he realized he was in a corner. He realized, oh my God, this is not going according to plan. I'm not going to be the Bachelor.
You think that's what that cry was about?
Yeah.
Oh, we're so cynical, you guys.
Yeah, there's no real emotions. None. So then we went to the cocktail party, right? Jordan's outfit. Wow. I have a wedding on Saturday. I think I might wear this.
Like, he's fucking peacocking or something.
I don't even know what that is.
I think somebody described it as like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
Like, he really did look like a Ken doll.
Yeah, from like the 70s.
Like, that was
it's like a
Ken doll about to go on a Hawaiian cruise and just really overdid it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Ken doll who's like an extra in an Elvis Hawaiian movie. Yeah.
I felt like he was like the Ken doll from Toy Story.
Yeah, right. He
with
was.
his closet with the disco ball.
Yeah. I mean, he's just as heterosexual. I mean, I guess technically that Ken doll
was straight.
But very effeminate.
He just really liked clothes.
Do you know who did the voice?
No.
For that? It's, oh God.
Who?
Michael Keaton. I think it's Michael Keaton.
Was it really?
I think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Jordan has an outfit, and this whole cocktail party was just fighting for roses, right? Pretty much every woman was very thirsty for a rose. Thirsty. And, you know, it's a fight for survival. 4 women, in fact, were going home. I have a friend who's catching up on the show. She just texted me, how dare Kendall treat Joe this way? So there's the fight for roses. David is Jenna's...
Kendall not in the first one?
No, it's only in Toy Story 3.
Toy Story
3.
3 or 2?
3. So it's Jenna's birthday, right? She's turning however old. Jenna is really attractive.
She is.
She's got a great body. So it's her birthday. So David, of course, decides to bring her like a big stuffed bear.
He's just like such an asshole.
Yeah, he really is. I don't understand.
Is this week?
Yeah. Because last week...
Feels like so long ago.
Last week he brought... Somebody else got a stuffed animal, right?
Oh, Jodie Benson plays Barbie.
Okay, let's put it down. We're not focusing on
She did a bunch of Disney princesses.
What's Jenna's tongue thing? Does she have a stud?
It was Michael Keaton.
Oh, yeah. He won an Oscar like 2 years What's Jenna's tongue thing?
Like a thing she does with her tongue? Because I did notice that when she was making out with Benoit.
Benoit.
They were making out and like she like pulled back and she was like,
ugh.
Is that what you're talking about, Cassandra?
Ugh. Yeah, she puts her tongue between her teeth when she's laughing.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wait for the still. You didn't do the crazy eyes.
Oh, I think
I
that
was
was
just
pretty
doing
crazy.
crazy eyes alone.
Sure. So then, of course, Jordan was really upset that David was doing this. Meanwhile, David and Chelsea have been giving each other roses. We've seen 0 of them interacting.
They must be friend roses.
They must be, or they're
or
completely
there's
producer-driven.
nobody else.
Yeah, like I think the producer they thought that they could milk a lot more out of this David and Jordan thing than they
Probably.
could. So Jordan sees the bear and he flips out. He picks it up, throws it
into the ocean. Bye-bye, bear.
And then there are people laughing at him because he's dressed ridiculously and he's throwing a bear into the ocean. So, like, Chelsea and Julie
why just a vest?
He said that he had the jacket.
Why isn't there a shirt?
It's probably very toasty.
Is it a 3-piece suit and you're supposed to wear a shirt with it?
Oh, man, that's an alarming thought.
Why wasn't he wearing a shirt?
What's the occasion? Actually, it's perfect for every occasion. Weddings, graduations, wakes.
Bar mitzvahs.
I'm very sorry for your loss. He was a great man. that's it. So Jordan flips out, and then like people are laughing at him. So he goes off. He's like, "You're nothing. Blah blah blah. You're terrible. Mm-hmm. Da da da."
Sure will not make it better when.
No, sure it's no good.
But I just felt like it was weird.
Yeah, he'd for sure wear like a yellow shirt, a canary yellow shirt with that too.
God, so loud.
So he flips out and everyone's super offended. In fact,
Well, he starts like screaming at some of the ladies.
it's almost as though he's not very mature.
Yeah.
If Wills wore that, no one would say anything. In fact, everyone would be like, "Oh my god, what a great fashion choice."
We would say something though.
Yeah, because you know what? We're not buying this Wills bullshit. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he sucks.
But the clothes were just a little
Oh
nuts.
my gosh. He likes to show off his chest hair. Nobody with chest hair should like showing it off. You want to know why? Look. It's terrible.
I like it.
Oh, you're one in a few. I had a girlfriend who required me to trim. Now, I would not shave all the way down, but to trim. She said, if it goes over my fingers, I cannot be with you.
Did it like irritate her?
I think it was just a preference thing. Yeah.
Because like if there's like a skin irritation, that I feel like would be legit.
No, it's soft. It's very soft.
Then I don't know.
Yeah.
She was nuts.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not dating anymore.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Jordan flipped out. Eventually, like Eric was like, "Hey, you need when podcast people get on YouTube, you're missing out. I'm not even gonna tell you what you missed out on. You just missed out."
You can guess.
So Jordan eventually apologizes. It didn't seem very sincere. Jenna was a little disturbed.
I would be too. Like that was really a disproportionate display of anger.
What do you think she's gonna get? Also, he's probably a little drunk, I would assume.
They're all a little drunk all the time.
Are they? They don't seem to be as wasted this year as in past years.
Oh.
Probably because of the stuff last year.
Yeah. Guys, remember that? Just a little light sexual assault.
But it sounds like Corinne thought it was pretty consensual.
I guess. I don't know, man.
Anyway, we got to the roses. There you go. Jordan to Jenna. David to Chelsea. Kevin to Astrid. Chris to Crystal. John to Jubilee. Joe to Kendall. Colton to Tia. Eric to Angela. Kenny to Annalise. Yeah.
My favorite was Bibiana.
She was very...
So Kenny was playing the field. It's the only time
like,
he'll
girl, you
ever be
fine.
able to.
Yeah.
And Bibbs was like, "Oh shit, I should probably like try to get a rose." Mm-hmm. And she went up to Kenny, talked about how she felt like they really had a connection, and they just haven't had a lot of time to explore it. And then they made out, and then she walks away, and she's like, "I'm totally getting a rose." It's like, girl, these other bitches put in way more time than you did. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm sure she thought after last week.
I think she was expecting a producer guaranteed rose.
Yeah, and it just did not happen.
Because she saved Colton.
Then Jacqueline, who lives in New York and is like a graduate student who has literally nothing in common with professional wrestler, single dad, Kenny.
0 things.
Goes home, right? She tweeted out after the show that, like, I guess there were, like, sound bites of her saying, oh, I like this date's going so well. There's such a great connection. Mm-hmm. She said she never said that during the show. Those are sound bites from Ari's season that they dubbed in. So I don't think the date went all that well.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, Kenny.
All right, producers.
And then Catherine left. Catherine.
Cindy, aren't those giant stuffed animals really the worst gift? What do you do with that? Yeah, what do you do with that?
What don't you do? Okay. Then we have night 2. Tables have turned. The girls have the roses. I'm sorry. The women have the roses.
The women.
The women.
The ladies. The vagina havers.
Yes.
Or not havers.
Yeah, sure. They don't have to have
God
vagina.
damn it. So hetero gender normative.
Such a microaggression here. God. You know, there are some progressive podcasts out there, and then there's us.
Yeah, we're terrible.
So the girls have the roses, and Crystal starts everyone off by saging everybody. Everybody gets saged.
God.
If you ever smelled sage, hate it. I'm not even going to let you get that thought out. Hate it when I go into a yoga studio and the teacher
has
starts.
Sage.
Yeah.
It
smells terrible.
I find it stupid.
Yeah.
Like saging, charging crystals, all of it.
Well, charging crystals. Have you gotten your chakras in balance lately?
No.
Chakras were a huge part of my yoga teacher training. I'll be perfectly honest, the whole time I was like, that's not real.
That's not a thing.
No.
That's not a thing.
I mean, like, yeah, there's parts of the spine that need to be open, but yeah.
There aren't like imaginary parts.
I don't really have a reproductive chakra. I think it's my Muladhara. I don't know.
A what?
Muladhara. I think that's the 7th chakra, but I'm not positive. I just got certified.
What are chakras?
They are energy clusters that run up and down your spine, even above your head, right?
So I have a chakra up here?
Oh, yeah, of course you got a chakra up there. Why wouldn't you? That's your 7th chakra. And they...
Can I, like, throw it at people?
No.
It's like an Iron Man energy ball?
No, you can't do that. But the...
That's not very useful, then.
No. And there are poses to awaken or quiet your chakras. But like it's pretty simple. Like so, like the first chakra is like down here. So like
he is pointing at his mid thigh.
Yeah, right. So it's kind of here.
Also, kind of pointing at his dick.
My junk. Yeah, that's where it is. It resides there. You open it up by doing hip openers.
Okay.
Well, yeah. If your hips are open, you're gonna be better at sex. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
That makes sense.
Oh, now I just realized that I talked about my birth defect. Where
I was going to say that's why you're bad at sex.
Damn it. It's not true.
He's a virgin.
I am. That girl from that woman, that vagina haver from my Second City show that I wrote. Oh, gosh. Okay. So then Jenna, starting this night, said, she's over, Jordan. It's over. She's done.
She's like, I'd rather date anybody else on this beach.
Mm-hmm. Then Leo arrived. Leo, let's not forget. Looking back on this, it's kind of awkward because we found out that he's kind of a sexual harasser himself.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
Sending unsolicited dick pics. Great dude.
Men, why do you think that's cool? Why?
Have you ever seen one? It's pretty fucking sweet.
Penises are ugly.
That's how you awaken your first chakra is.
No, penises are ugly.
Okay, well, thank you.
They're useful.
But
they are ugly.
Leo shows up. I'm sure like every woman on the show.
Right? It's like a weird thing.
Because I say every guy.
Mm-hmm. But there is no guy equivalent for a female. Like lady?
Chick. Chick.
Chick?
Yeah.
You're gonna go with chick?
I'm gonna go with chick.
Okay.
We'll say chick and dude are the same.
Chick and dude, yeah. Okay. So what's the equivalent to guy? Gal? A gal?
Ooh, gal, yeah. I like that. Guys and gals. That makes
Let's
sense.
bring back gal.
So all the gals, they're real smitten over Leo. He shows
It's
up.
the hair.
Yeah, because, like, he's a good-looking guy, but I don't get why the gals are so smitten over him.
They probably just fantasize about Jason Momoa too many times.
Okay. Yeah, because you could tell that Chelsea got a little tingly in River JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is very tingly. So they're all kind of worked up. So Leo decided to ask out Kendall. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Kendall and Joe, they've been attached to the hips. No way she's going to do this.
And he asks her while she's sitting next to Joe.
And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go on a date with you.
Here's something reality Steve told us.
Ooh.
Leo and Kendall, they went on a bunch of dates.
Before the show?
Yeah, they both live in LA.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Yeah. Even though they said it's nice to meet you.
Like, I had a hunch.
Yeah.
When they were just, like, making out so much
Yeah.
in every conceivable place on that date.
So they've... Before,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yep.
So...
Knew it.
That happened. Joe just says, I hope it goes bad. This is where I'll be really real here. I've had very few emotional reactions to the show. I got a pit in my stomach watching Joe
I know,
during this
you
date.
texted me.
Yeah, it was really hard to watch. Because I've been there before where, like, you're really interested in somebody and she's hanging out with somebody and, like, you can't seem jealous, right?
Yeah.
Because it is her choice, right?
Yeah,
but,
you don't want to seem possessive like Jordan's been
yeah,
being.
but you don't want to also, not sure if it's platonic.
Yeah.
And then the person comes back and your relationship takes a sharp decline
Oh
right
God,
after that.
That was such an awkward conversation.
Oh, yeah. Imagine what happens to you. So yeah, like I've been there.
I don't think it's going to.
No, it's not. God, I hope not.
I doubt it.
Maybe if you guys were in Jorge's romance novel. We'll get to that.
Oh my God, you guys.
So I really felt for Joe.
Jorge.
Like, I felt terrible for him. It was hard
Yeah.
to watch. I don't know what Kendall is doing. I don't know. So their date, they show up. Jorge is taking pictures.
He's also, guys, he doesn't just do Jorge's toys.
This guy has got his fingers
He
in a
is
lot of...
multi-talented.
So he's taking pictures because he wrote
A romance novel.
It's called Tears in Paradise.
So he's also a writer and a photographer.
We need somebody to send us the English version of Tears in Paradise.
Huh?
That's what we're going to write.
Uh-huh.
Read it next season. Now, here's the thing. I bet you the sex scenes are slightly less steamy. At first,
Or more steamy.
maybe
You know who
more.
had a lot of sex? Julia Child. You can't tell
Yeah.
just
No.
by looking at somebody.
No, that's what
Maybe
she...
Jorge fucks.
Yeah, maybe. So, the plot is... They're shooting the cover photo for the novel.
Mm-hmm.
The plot is... And God, I really hope that this novel's a real thing.
I do too.
And then they brought back a bunch of Bachelor alums for this, too. So...
To reenact the story because he was explaining. Well, first of all, he spoiled the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Still gonna read
it's
it.
more about the passion.
The passion.
So Raul, he's a cowboy, played by Ari, with a fiery wife. Then
Played by Lauren.
Lauren.
She's not fiery, you guys. That's why it's funny.
Why?
She's the opposite of fiery.
Why her? They're married and they're happily.
Hey, babe, we're recording. I'll call you back. I love you.
Hi, Jeff.
Probably like 20 minutes. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys, just out of town.
Raul and his wife, their fiery wife. Then
She was so boring looking.
yeah, and then there's a mariachi guy
Yep.
there with his social, who was played by Ben Higgins, who I hate him so much.
Tommy, what if they make him the Bachelor again?
He said today he's not doing it.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Oh my
Peter.
Lord.
Peter.
Ah, it's not
Peter.
gonna be Peter. It's
Peter. It's Peter.
Blake or Jason.
But Peter's so hot.
That's okay.
Oh, it's gonna be Blake.
So Ben played the mariachi guy, and Amanda played a social media influencer. She just played herself.
Yep.
And they did this whole reenactment. Ben, God, I just hate him so much. Whatever.
He's the worst.
So Leo and Kendall do this, and then they just have a lot of makeouts. Like, really intense.
Like, so much making out.
Deep makeouts.
Like, did we even see them converse?
A little. And it's about why they like each other. So.
Bullshit.
Whatever. So then Kendall starts having doubts about Joe. She thinks that Leo is more long-term, which
is how you really can tell that they met each other previously, because it's like, how could you find out about anything about your relationship after this if you were just making out the whole time?
And it's so great too, because she thinks he's more long-term, and it turns out he's just a total creep.
That was some fun irony there.
It's so great.
I enjoyed that.
Oh man. So then they have a great date. They come back. Kendall is really confused when she talks to Joe. It seems like she's almost like she's on the verge of breaking things off.
It seemed like she was about to break up with him.
That's another awful feeling too. When like you're seeing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I've been just reliving a lot of awful feelings lately.
Guys, nominate him for the Bachelorette. He really needs this.
So when you're seeing somebody and like you just know that it's falling apart,
mm-hmm.
and she just really isn't like picking up anything that you're putting down. And she's just like staring blankly, not smiling. It's really hard. It's really tough.
He also needs a date for a wedding.
I do on Saturday.
If anyone's available.
Yeah. It's in Chicago. Who cares? Luckily, nobody watches this, so not many people will apply. I'm taking applications. It's much like the Bachelor casting process. Send me a video. We really need to get on our video this year. We need to do it. We're doing it. We need to find somebody with a good camera.
Okay.
So then they get back, and then Leo starts talking to Chelsea, who's just in a robe. There's no underwear. She's a mom.
Hey, moms can be sexy.
I know, but it's just something to think about sometimes. Like, she's a single mom, hasn't once talked about her kid. We haven't seen her talk about her kid once.
We haven't really seen her talk about much of anything.
Besides getting tingly in her vajayjay when certain guys show up.
Why does anyone go to paradise?
Yeah, right.
Like, she's there for the sex.
So,
don't think the kid's watching the show.
Oh, no, I would hope not. God. That is something I think about, though, is like, when these people do have kids, if these videos are still online.
Of
like,
course
the
they
kids
are.
see them. And, like, some kid in high school is going to be like, oh, I saw your mom do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, because children are mean.
No, they're the worst. The worst.
Like,
oof.
really bad.
So, they went on the rain, they made out. Leah described...
Did they make out, though?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they just kind of, like, kissed, and they showed the same one twice.
They kissed. Even if they just kissed.
Well, I know. But, like, I feel like if there had been a steamier kiss, they would have showed it.
Yeah. The next morning, Leo described himself as an alpha. Never a red flag. Big alpha move is to send dick pics.
Yeah, he's an alpha who was basically a possessive alpha.
An alpha who probably puts about 30 minutes into his hair care daily.
Even more than Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's highlights are natural, you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure. So then...
Did you see that because I watched it on Hulu?
Yeah.
The, like, tag was him. He was loaning all the guys his salt spray. And he had, like, Joe, he's like, spray seven sprays, and then let it sit. Don't put your fingers in it immediately. Like, let it sit.
Oh, my God.
And he showed the bottle at the end, and I thought it was going to be, like, some fancy... like expensive salt spray. It was not. I recognize the label. It was not your mother's salt spray. It's like $4 at the drugstore.
I don't even know what salt spray is.
It is a spray that features water, some oils probably, and like sea salt. And you spray it in your hair to get like a natural wave, so it air dries like you've just been in the ocean.
So
I don't know why men use it.
Yeah, I don't know either. Then Colton got a date card. We all thought it was going to go to Joe. Colton got it. Jorge was there again, leading like...
Jorge's musical chairs.
Yeah, they were playing musical chairs. What a terrible tour. Jorge, what are you doing? Now we go to chairs. So they're doing the chairs. And guess who's there? Adam and Raven. Oh my God.
And Raven was being a bitch.
Was she?
I don't know.
I think she's just kind of saying what a lot of us were thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know about his intentions.
But, like, I also felt like Tia and Colton were just like, okay, we're going to give this, like, a try and see what it is. And then all of a sudden she's like, I need to know that, like, I'm going to be first all the time. And it's like, I don't know. I felt like that was a little incongruous.
Yeah. Once again, I was really just getting distracted by the intense makeup.
Her eyebrows were filled in way too much.
She's not attractive.
They were like, they had like no arch to them either. They were just like,
God, can you imagine?
Like, guys, this is the proper way to fill in eyebrows. They just look like eyebrows.
Okay.
Not that hard. Just like a little more defined.
Can you imagine had she been our Bachelorette? Oh my God.
That would have been really bad. And it drives me crazy how dark she dyes her hair.
Uh-huh.
Like, and because it's so long and so straight and has like no layers to it, it's just so harsh looking. And I think that's also why she wears so much makeup. Because like, and her hair is not that dark naturally, you can tell.
It's almost as though she's not that attractive. That is the thesis. She's not attractive.
Tia looked so pretty, though.
Tia looked good.
During this conversation.
I wish Tia didn't have the fake boobs. I mean, they have to be fake.
Yeah.
They have to be. Then Colton said, "You're my girlfriend."
Mm-hmm. Which everybody had been, like, obsessed with defining before they left. Like, oh my God, maybe you'll come back with a boyfriend.
It's like, who cares?
He, like, called her his girlfriend, and then she's like, are you going to ask me to be your girlfriend? It's like, what are we, 12?
I need you to ask. We need to hold hands. All right?
Like, I remember that being a thing when I was in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like once he calls you his girlfriend, you no longer need to have the conversation. Mm. It's like, that's okay. We're boyfriend and girlfriend.
So, do you think if I just start calling out to women, girlfriend?
Yep.
Will that work?
You will be in relationships.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then Benoit arrived. Benoit. This is Benoit's backstory. Apparently he's on The Bachelor in Canada. Good for him.
Woo!
Quebecois guy who always says, okay, guys. He says that a lot. Was on Winter Games. Mm-hmm. Claire broke up with him on Winter Games.
Claire Bear.
Then they talked after Winter Games. Winter Games reunion show, they got engaged.
And then apparently broke up, which no one has discussed why they broke up.
I've got a hunch it's because he was on Bachelor in Canada. He went on Winter Games. Claire broke up with him on Winter Games. They talked after, and then they got engaged. I think that's why they broke up. Because it was an absurd timeline. This guy's terrible. I don't even get the French accent. First of all, Quebecois is like a peasant form of French. Okay? It's like a 14th century French kind of off-branch. I'm just saying. My grandmother was from Toronto. She hated the Quebecois. And I'm going to make a stand. I don't want the Quebecois on my TV anywhere. I'm cool with Kevin, whatever. But the Quebecois need to go.
Your problem is not with all of Canada.
No, it's just with the hooty-tooty, hoity-toity French speaking. Yeah. So he talked to Kevin to start off, and Kevin recommended Crystal. Mm-hmm. So Crystal, she's a high commodity.
Yep.
Then instead, though, he asked Jenna out.
Yes. They seemed to be vibing much better.
Yeah. So then Benoit and Jenna went on a date. I did not think it seemed like a great date.
I couldn't really tell.
I think like they made
To be honest, they made out a bunch.
Yeah.
I was so distracted by how pink his mouth was from her lipstick. Yeah. It was like everywhere and in like his facial hair. Did you not notice that? After they made out, he's like, oh, I messed up your lipstick. She's like, it's fine. And her lipstick looks perfect. And he looks like a clown. He had so much pink.
Yeah.
on his face, you guys. Did no one else notice this?
Yeah, fucking Canadians.
You know what else I noticed? Just random observations by Jenny. How every time Jordan was talking to somebody on the couch, he was like sitting with his like legs really together and like his shoulders in and like holding a cup on his lap. Like he was being scolded in school.
Yeah. I didn't notice that, but that's something to watch out for from now on.
Like every time, guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've noticed.
Oh, you know what else I noticed? At the end of Benoit and Jenna's date, I like made a mental note to remember to talk about this. At the end of their date, you get like a long shot of them making out in the street, and then right next to a bush is a cameraman. He's just standing there like there's a small bush, but you can clearly see him with his camera pointing at them, and I laughed really hard.
He wasn't even affiliated with the show.
He wasn't even for the show, you guys.
He's just a voyeur. He's just a voyeur.
He just likes to film people making out in the street.
I just got a friend request from somebody that friended me yesterday.
Do they have 2 Facebook accounts?
I guess. I don't know.
That's weird. Maybe this one's an imposter, or maybe yesterday was an imposter.
I don't know.
Imposters are real.
Well, I want to make sure
they do things like steal your credit cards.
They do.
My mom got a lot of Gap rewards, and she was really excited, but then she got her bill, and she was like, oh, someone stole my credit card.
Well,
I felt bad.
I just confirmed them.
Did he like send you a reminder?
Is this his dad? Is that his dad? Oh, it's his dad. Oh, God. Okay, whatever.
Do you know his dad?
No.
Oh, that's creepy.
Okay, whatever. I accepted it because I thought it was him. Okay, never mind. We're fine. So Jenna and Benoit, their date. Jenna said a problem she has with Jordan. She talked about her relationship with Jordan with Benoit, which is not a good sign for Benoit.
She asked about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't ask. She says Jordan thinks I'm his. Upon the arrival back after some making out, Jenna's an aggressive maker-outer.
She wanted to fuck him so badly.
Do you think so?
Yes. By the way she was kissing him.
Yeah, but then they get back and like.
You didn't think that
no,
make-out scream fuck?
She didn't think that there was. She told Jordan she didn't think there was much like to the date. That there's much like future there. Afterwards.
She did?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because then,
like she said those words?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
I think that's what she said. I don't know. So regardless, Jordan. She told Jordan that.
Oh.
Yeah. So then Jordan apologized, and she's really confused.
She was looking at Benoit like a hungry tiger.
I think
he
that's
was
just
a gazelle.
Her normal look. That's why she's always licking her teeth. So I don't know.
She did. Yeah, she did this at one point. She went.
So that was this week, and then next week we've got some good previews. It looks like Leo and Joe
being a dick.
They're gonna get into a little confrontation. 2 alphas going at it.
Oh yeah, 2 alphas gonna throw a housewife. Throw some drinks.
Yeah, they're pretty cool guys. So that
crossover with the Real Housewives.
That's it for this week.
And Queen of Jordan.
Okay. Great show. The one like designer friend. Not as good as Bitch Hunter from 30 Rock.
Time to stone some bitches.
Put down the mimosas. So that's it for this week. Once again, YouTube, Instagram, Take This Rose Podcast, Twitter at Take This Rose, Facebook Take This Rose, Mailbag Take This Rose Podcast at gmail.com.
Why are we yawning? This is earlier than we're usually done.
I know. I don't know.
It's only 9.
At Jenny Cakes Chai.
At that trainer Tommy.
Go find him.
Also at Tommy.Roth.
Yeah. Follow. Thanks so much for watching.
Oh, like, subscribe, all the buttons.
See you next week. Is next week the finale?
God, I hope so.
I really hope so.
Will it tell us?
I don't know. We'll find it out off camera. Off camera.
Camera.
All right. Goodbye.